Today we're going to make apple crumble. To start, preheat your oven to 180 degrees centigrade. Now there's nothing worse than a cold oven when your pie is ready.
That's right. Now grease your baking dish.
I'm going to start by making the apple filling. Get a bowl of water, about a liter or so, and put in a teaspoon of salt. Give it a bit of a stir. Just make sure the salt is dissolved. Okay. Then peel your apple. Once the apple is peeled, cut it into half, then into quarters. Okay. Remove the center and any peel that's still there. And then half this again. Place it immediately in the salt water and continue with the remaining.
And now we will make the oatmeal crust. First of all, we'll sift the flour. Abby, sift the flour please.
Yes, boss.
So add half a teaspoon of salt. Now I've added the salt later because a lot of times the salt doesn't go through the sieve. And while you give that little stir, I will cut the butter. Add the rest of the butter in. I like to use a pastry cutter because it's less messy on the fingers. But Abby uses her hands. Abby, would you like to use your hands to show our audience?
So basically what you want to do is to incorporate the flour into the butter. So lift it a little bit and then keep rubbing it with your fingers and you'll feel that the butter has got the flour all mixed into it.
And try to let it remain as crumbs and not mash the butter into the flour.
So there's still pieces of butter, not fully all mixed up in the flour, because we like the butter to melt into the apple as well, which is really nice and yummy.
Yeah, and this helps make the crumble tasty.
Now that this is done, I'm going to go and get the apples, okay? And you continue and finish this.
Alright, thank you.
See ya.
So we will continue. We add the 2 sugars. We add the rolled oats and the nipped almonds. And all you have to do now is just give it a good stir. And we just have to wait for those apples to arrive.
Now I'm back with the apples. Now that they've been soaking in the water for a while, take them out, give them a good shake. It's alright if you have a little bit of water still left. It adds to the juiciness of the apples. Done. At this stage, we will have to add lemon zest. As you can see, Helen is giving me a big message.
I love the smell.
Yep. So I think that should be just about it. And what we'll do is we use the same lemon. We won't waste it because we want to put some juice into it. Okay, juice, lemon. Okay, that's done. That will be
2 tablespoons,
2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Actually, not even enough there. That should be just about. Oh,
well done, Abby.
Okay. Can I have some cinnamon, please, dear?
Alright, shall I put it in?
Yes, thank you. 1 teaspoon and remaining sugar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give it a stir, Abby.
Actually, I'm going to toss it Jamie Oliver style. Now that the apples are well mixed, transfer them into your baking dish.
Lovely. And we will sprinkle this crust over. Abby, you want to put your hands in? I know you love using your hands.
Just make sure that the crust covers all the apples, yeah? So that when it bakes, you have that lovely crunchy topping.
The juices from the apple will quite likely to overflow. And so it's good to put this dish onto a baking tray before you put it into the oven, because you don't want to have a messy oven. And now that this is all done, let's put it onto a baking tray and pop it into the oven for 45 minutes to an hour until there's a crust and it's golden brown.
And while that's baking, let's go and get some custard made.
Before that, shall we have a cup of tea?
That's a great idea, yeah.
And now let's make the custard. Abby, please pour in the milk.
It's about 1 liter of full cream milk. And
Custard powder. You've got to dissolve all the custard powder into the milk. Okay. And add the sugar, please. So now what we have to do is cook it on a medium flame until the custard is of the right consistency. If you want it thicker, you leave it on the fire a bit longer, but I prefer it runny because it's nice over crumble for it to be runny. And this is our apple crumble fresh out of the oven.
And this is the custard that I have made. I'm going to pour into the sauce bowl, and you can see the consistency that it should be.
So this is our apple crumble with an oatmeal crust. You can eat it with custard or vanilla ice cream. Shall we?
Yes, of course.